Alright guys, that was a pretty good first run. No complaints. Freshly groomed corduroy lap. Nothing wrong with that. It's good to see some fresh snow, and hopefully there's more on the way. It's a brisk morning out.
How?
Adventures with me now.
Oh yeah, some real snowboarding.
Finding some fresh powdery lines, even if it is on bare bone grass. How's that, man?
Some actual snowboarding for once.
Woo! So nice to finally get some fresh snow.
Feels so good.
Hey guys, what's up? It's me, Andreas, and today I'm riding with my buddy, Mike, also who works at Comore Sports.
Who he calls me Meow.
Meow! Anyway, good to have a nice riding buddy, someone who's definitely at the same level of capability as you when you're in the powder, and that way, if you hit a rock, you have someone to complain to. All right, let's go.
We can tomahawk together.
Yeah, let's go down this run. Hopefully we don't hit too many rocks or twigs. She is treacherous. We made it. Hey, buddy.
Hey, powder day.
Powder
You
day.
there, bro?
there, bud?
I don't know. Want to just bomb through here?
Sure.
See what kind of surprises await?
Well, it doesn't look good, Chris. Let's put it that way. Maybe just straight. I don't know. We'll see. I'm gonna go straight. Well, that was interesting. It was pretty hairy through there. Yeah, no, still a lot of fun. This Fun Guy is floating amazingly for being a 154. I can't believe the amount of surface area under my foot. I'm having no problem keeping the tip up on this guy. All right, guys, so we've met up with our buddy Chris.
Howdy ho!
Chris, what's it feel like to get on 10 centimeters of new snow?
It's 11 centimeters actually.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I think it's actually pretty good spots. I was getting some big turns, a couple flashes, ran through that powder deep vegetation that's sticking out everywhere.
Yeah, it's a good way to get a early season base grind on your board with those brushes of twigs and grass.
All the vegetation acts like a brush and it just helps with your base.
While you're floating along, and then all of a sudden they just grab your board. And
Jen, what do you think?
I mean, I only crashed into one little baby tree, so we're doing pretty good today.
Awesome.
Hey guys, it's me, Andres!
Hey guys, what's up? It's me, Andres, from the internet, with my friend Evan Trinier from the store. What's he doing? Mike's down there. Let's go get it.
It is Bisky Riskets today.
It's Bisky.
Jacket's open. Jacket's open for the win.
Milk was a bad choice.
Hello, Evan.
Oh yeah, I'm not doing that. Let's go this way.
Yeah.
Hey guys, look, we've met up with Kevin.
Hello.
All right, guys, and we've met up with Kevin. What's up, Kevin?
Yo!
And we are gonna
over there.
we're gonna hit these trees down here, and yeah, hope for the best.
Are you ashamed of me, Andres?
Oh.
It's a YouTube video for ants.
boy! Whew. Nice to finally see some powder, even if it is just in this thick grass. All right guys, so today I'm out on the hill. There's 10 centimeters of new snow. 11 centimeters of new snow, and I'm trying out my new Gnu Fun Guy. It hasn't even been released yet. It's out on December 15th, and it's the short, fat, stunted version of the Mule Air. So far, I'm really loving this board. It's got a 27 centimeter waist to it, so it's super wide. At a 154, I'm incredibly surprised at how well it floats and how stable it is. I'm out here today with Chris.
Hey!
What's up, Chris?
I'm good. How you doing?
Doing well. Can't complain.
Excited to have some powder.
Yeah. And Kevin.
What's up, guys? How's the Fun Guy compared to the Orca?
Oh man, they're both similar, but the Fun Guy has more camber, so it's a little bit more stable. It's a little bit more on point. I have to be slightly more careful on it. I definitely don't feel that rocker giving me that back and forth freedom between my back foot and front foot. So yeah. And
Cool.
we are also on the lift today with Mike and Jen.
Hello, friends. How are you? Back to Andreas.
All right, guys, so we're gonna do a couple more laps, then I gotta go to work. But yeah, what better way to test a new board than, you know, on a powder day with some friends.
Andreas, it's the perfect board for you. You are
A fun guy.
the fun guy.
What are you riding on today, Kevin? You still using the Orca?
I got the 59 Orca, and yeah, it's doing well. It's floating on top of that snow. In the choppy stuff, it's a little bit difficult to maneuver, so I need some deeper snow for sure.
Yeah, I think it's difficult to maneuver in those twigs and roots and tops of trees, no matter what board you're on, so.
Definitely.
Yeah. All right.
It's all getting there.
What are your thoughts,
Well,
Kevin?
Yeah, it's looking good. I was just looking around, and I'm really stoked at the coverage. This is a good area. There's a lot of tree tops, but there's not a lot of rocks, so we should be pretty decently safe with our boards. Yeah, I was just looking around here, and the coverage is looking really nice. This area is kind of full of tree tops, not too many boulders, so pretty early season safe zone. Yeah.
All right, gang, ready?
Oh yeah. Going right or left?
So I'm thinking we should just traverse and then
You talking this way or that way?
down to the right and then left, like around behind that. Like maybe I'll ride through there. Go a bit lower though so I can pick up some speedage.
Oh, look, a snow dog.
A little bit more, yeah.
Yeah, not for like that last turn on pink.
So sweet.
And Poochie.
The dog probably like runs on firm snow and then just launches its legs through the snow pad.
Perfect.
Oh man, guys, there are some tall grasses sticking out of the snow still. So far, really enjoying the way that this thing is handling in the, you know, half snow, half chunder that we're still experiencing. This board is really holding up well. No major complaints so far through the woods, through the bush. What I'm noticing about this board is that it's got a lot of width to it. So with that extra bit of width, I'm getting a lot of stability and a lot of float where I need it. Like I said earlier, I'm very surprised at how well this 154 floats in the deeper snow. Edge to edge, it's definitely a little bit slower. Once you get it on edge, it really does hold.
Cool guys, so Andreas has lent me his snowboard to try it for a run. This is the 2020 Gnu Fun Guy. It's a shorter version of the Mule Air, volume shifted, and it only comes in one size, the 154. So stoked to try it out. It's not even out yet.
It's not even out yet. It comes out on the 15th.
Andreas, dude, thanks for letting me ride this guy.
Yeah, man, no worries. I think it's super fun so far, so I'm interested in hearing what you think about it.
Thanks, dude. And Andreas is gonna steal my board.
The Orca.
The Orca, 159 Orca. Andreas has the exact same board, but last year's model. Let's get it.
Let's get it.
Thanks, man. Different feeling board. It's the aggressiveness.
Yeah, it's stiff, right?
More camber.
Yo, Chris!
Hey, whoa, easy there. Way to get my personal space.
In your safe space. Chris's safe space.
Just checking out the angles on my POV.
Awesome, guys. So my first impressions of the Gnu Fun Guy is that it's like a more aggressive version of the Orca. So it's got C3, so more full camber. And I would say it's the perfect board for like an advanced powder all mountain rider. So super fun, definitely more advanced. It probably handles a drop into powder really well. Andreas, any impressions of the 2020 Orca to the 2019?
Man, I think it's exactly the same, fairly consistent to how mine feels in the blue Orca, but yeah, just a fantastic board. I can't say enough good things about the Orca.
What do you think compared to the Fun Guy? Is that more, you think the Orca is a bit more like intermediate, all levels type of snowboard?
I think that the Orca is maybe a little bit like easier to ride.
Yeah.
The Fun Guy is firmer, stiffer, a little bit more performance driven. You have to drive that board, but then it gives you a lot of power back. So
yeah, man, sick. Good riding with you, dude.
Yeah, dude. Woo!
Andreas has got to work. We'll see you in Comore.
All right, guys, so that's my morning over. Have to head down the mountain now to go into work. Someone's got to sell snowboards to the people, but it was a really fun morning getting to ride with Kevin and Chris. And it was really nice to be able to test out my new Gnu Fun Guy and also to let Kevin try it out and see what he thought about it. I definitely think it's a firmer, more performance-driven snowboard. That additive of camber definitely gives you that stability and that pop that you feel out of a more aggressive snowboard. So definitely a little bit harder to ride than the Orca, but you get more out of it as well. Way more power out of those turns. Yeah, what did you think of it, Kevin?
Yeah, I totally agree with Andreas. It feels like a version of the Orca that's like more stiff, more aggressive, and definitely I think made for like a more hard charging, advanced, expert level snowboarder. But yeah, really fun board. I think for charging at high speeds and like big bowls, this is the board to do it.
All right, Kev, thanks for riding with me this morning.
Thanks, man.
Thanks for riding with me, Chris.
Yeah, dude. Oh, it's fun going through and actually having some powder on the mountain for once.
Yeah, I think it definitely gets everybody's stoke level up when it's actually snowing.
This is the start of something great!
Something tells me I'm into something good.
Yeah.
All right. All right, guys. See you later. Don't stop believing. Alright guys, we're just headed back down the mountain. Got to ride around with some of my best buds, and now I'm off to work to go sell snowboards to the people. But yeah guys, if you like the video, don't forget to like and subscribe. Stay tuned, the channel's got a bunch of stuff coming up. And yeah, it looks like the season is finally starting to pan out with some fresh snow today, so let's keep our fingers crossed for more snow in the forecast. Had a lot of fun riding the Gnu Fun Guy this morning. It's super stable, it's got a ton of width, you can really lay in an edge for carving, and that camber underfoot gives you the stability that you want out of a cambered snowboard. It's also fairly aggressive. There's a lot of pop out of that board. You can really get that thing to arc around if you want it to. I was riding it through the bush today, through some fresh snow that's essentially just on grass and twigs, and it held up really nice. I took a look at my base, and the base had very few scratches, so no core shots or anything. Pretty lucky as far as that's concerned. And yeah, the board just held up really nicely. I didn't have to pull back on it that hard. The big front shovel gives you lots of flotation, so even though it's a 154, I noticed that I wasn't like worried about tomahawking. I wasn't worried about falling forwards over the nose of my board, so that was really good. As far as how it compares to the Orca, I let Kevin try my Fun Guy, and I rode his Orca. The Orca feels way more, you know, intermediate range. You can use that board, like, I feel like anybody could get on that board, and it would be very versatile feeling because of the rocker. Versus on the Fun Guy, it's definitely more aggressive, it's a firmer flex, It's the same kind of category of board, short and fat, powder oriented, but it's a little bit more aggressive because it's stiffer and because of the camber profile. Overall though, I'm still really enjoying the Gnu Fun Guy. I think it's an awesome board, and I'm gonna have to put it to test a few more days before I can really give you a solid sound opinion on it. So stay tuned guys, more riding on that board to come. Alright guys, if you haven't already, don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. Check out my Instagram channel as well, Schubert_art. And yeah, that's it for today. Have a good one guys. Don't stop believing, hold on to that feeling.